The thing with Kundalini when I first started it was that nobody tells you what it's all about. And the first two main experiences I had with it were actually very typical, but very opposite, and it didn't make sense to me. And it's really, Kundalini, they call it the yoga of awareness. But one of the ways that you build that awareness is through poking and provoking the energy system of your body to get the Kundalini energy, which is, you put your finger on your belly button on your tailbone. If you imagine a diagonal line between them, halfway between that diagonal line, halfway down it, that is the Kundalini point. That's where your Kundalini energy sits. And it's actually two ganglia of nerves, so Kundalini ganglia, and it feeds into the spinal cord, the Sushumna energy channel, and it circulates. And when you stimulate it and you make it rises up, and then it actually comes back down the vagus nerve. And so it's this, we're not just wanting the Kundalini to rise, we want it to circulate. And it's that circulation which brings us more awareness, brings us more light. And where we've got blocks in our energy system, that's where it gets stuck and it can't move. And that kind of, a lot of it's about angles and triangles and getting your body to stimulate the energy channels, the meridians in Chinese medicine, or nadis in Kundalini. And so because of that, it can be that provoking. My first experience of Kundalini was, I was really irritated and kind of, you know, I was doing this thing for like ages and I was like, this is so annoying, like this teacher's so annoying. And that's kind of what's supposed to happen, you know. Then I'm like, oh, I can't do this, I'm so terrible. And so you're learning to kind of see what happens when you get poked and provoked. And then the second big experience I had was a moment of actually doing the exact same exercise in a different setting, a different class, and experiencing this elevation, this really visceral experience of, oh, there's a body here doing this, there's some breath happening, and there's this me that's neither of those things. And it was just this very different level of awareness, which is what we're trying to get to. It's what we're trying to kind of achieve through the practice over time. So for me, like knowing that is really helpful, because sometimes in the practice there are moves or things that you're doing, you just think this is a bit weird, or you know, it doesn't necessarily feel logical. So that kind of curiosity of like, what's happening, how am I responding to it, that's really what it's about. And the Kriya, so a Kriya it means a complete action. So you'll have some warm-ups and then you have a Kriya which is designed for a purpose. And it's a technology, so it's a very scientific exploration. So it's like there's deliberate provoking of certain glands and pressure points that are designed to create a certain thing. So the one we're doing tonight is called Sahaj Kriya of Ease. So Sahaj is a Sanskrit word for ease. So we're going to be promoting ease by actually organizing, so the kind of energy, the sort of neurological center of the gut, the neurological center of the heart, and the neurological center of the brain, kind of allowing those to talk to each other and finding ease and flow through that. And of course, the term ease, the early parts of the Kriya do feel quite easeful, but there are a couple of poking and provoking moves. They're not challenging in the sense of your body has to be able to do a certain thing. It's more just they'll bring you into contact with your own edge of how long can I do this for and things like that. So I personally don't think there's any that are too horrible, but we'll see what your experience is. And the really cool thing is that something that you might find you hate, you might find I love that one, and it just depends on where your blocks are. So one of my teachers says, you know, like when you get to that point, that's you hitting a block, and that's where you keep going. Now, obviously, you just have to be aware of if there's pain, that's different to if it's just discomfort and your mind chattering to you. So all that in mind, let's get started. And every Kundalini class starts with a tune-in, which is a chant, and I've written it on here. It's the Adi mantra, and it's Ong Namo Gurudev Namo. And can you see it? I wasn't sure if it's going to be big enough. Basically, we chant it 3 times. So we'll exhale completely, then we'll inhale, and then we'll chant on the exhale. And we'll do that 3 times. And it really just brings us into vibration with each other. So you can kind of just sort of fudge along with me. You can just listen. It's entirely up to you. But a big part of the practice is vibration and sound, because it helps, that sound current helps to move the energy. So we rub our hands together, generating some friction, and really that bringing the 2 hemispheres of the brain together actually by rubbing the fingertips together. And then we come to stillness with our hearts at our chest in prayer. Take a big breath in, full exhale, pulling the belly in towards the spine. And for the next inhale, we'll chant after that inhale. So inhaling deeply. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. And keeping your eyes closed, take your hands to your knees, your thumb and first finger touching. And just feel that vibration in your body. Just feel the experience of being right here. And in our Kundalini practice, after each pose, often there is a pause, a moment to feel what's happening with the energy. And our first movement of this Kriya, our first action, is actually going to involve sound again. And we're going to place our left hand on the belly, right hand on the chest, and keeping the eyes softly closed. We're going to be chanting Sat Nam, and it'll be a long Sat, so it'll be like Sat, and then the exhale will be Nam. So we'll inhale, and we'll be starting it together in a minute. I just want to demonstrate it for you. So we just inhale, and then it's Sat, and then a very quick Nam, and then inhale again. Sat, Nam, Sat, Nam, Sat, Nam. We'll do 3 more. Sat, Nam, Sat, Nam. Final time. Sat, Nam. And then returning the hands to the knees, finger and thumb to touch, and just keeping the gaze closed. And that Sat Nam means truth is my identity. And that truth is this knowing that I'm this individual self in this body, but I'm also part of consciousness itself. And it's that our true identity is unified with both of those things. And just feel that resonance of the vibration in your body. we're going to move into, we're going to take your cushions away if you're sitting on one, and we're just going to do a Sufi grind, which is a way to start allowing that energy to move and start encouraging that Kundalini. And it's basically putting your hands on your knees and just beginning to stir the pelvis with your spine. So we're coming forwards and then rounding back. And as you come forward, it's an inhale and coming across the front of your thighs. And then as you come back, it's an exhale. Eyes are closed and you're just taking it really slowly. So slowing down the breath, moving with the breath. Inhaling forwards, exhaling back. And you can mentally vibrate that Sat Nam. So as you come forward on the inhale, it's the Sat. And as you come back, it's the Nam. Letting it be a fully internal experience. The eyes are closed. Like you're stirring a wooden spoon into a bowl. Sat. Nam. And begin to add a little bit of stroking of the thighs and exploring of your own body as you go round. So we're introducing a little bit of the somatic to the experience. So we're still stirring and linking that inhale and exhale, but we're just beginning to build that awareness of me in a physical body at the same time. And just allowing it to feel good. And reversing that direction now. Coming back to that stillness in the hands, using them to pull you round, as we did at the beginning of the other side. Feel yourself dropping into your own body. And adding in that gentle exploration, perhaps exploring your arms as well as your legs, just stroking your body, seeing what feels good. It can feel a bit awkward, a bit strange, or it can feel nourishing. Just see how it is. And slowing the circles to come back to the center. Coming back to stillness, the eyes stay closed. The thumb and forefinger together. Gyan Mudra, palms facing up. Just notice what you experience. If there's activity in the mind, we're going to move on to doing the same movement but in our neck now. So it's almost like we're doing a Sufi grind with our neck. So we're taking the head down towards the right shoulder and then allowing it to fall forwards and being aware of your neck and what feels good for your neck. If you have any issues, you can just do a half circle, but we're going to take it across to the other side and then back behind you. So like you're creating a circle. And as your chin comes down, you're breathing out. And as it comes back and tips backwards, you're breathing in. Inhaling back, exhaling forwards. Letting it be really slow. Really feel the articulation in your neck. Allowing the shoulders to soften and fall away from the ears. Let it be an opening up of that channel, and the throat and the neck can be a place where that energy gets stuck. And so opening up here is a really helpful part of this process. And then changing direction. How does it feel going the other way? Is there more ease in one direction than the other? Do you speed up? And then coming to stillness. And for this next move, you might want to sit up on a cushion like I am. We're going to be taking our hands into this Gyan Mudra still, so the thumb and finger together. We're actually going to have them at 60-degree angles. So if you're creating a diagonal, it's diagonaling through the heart. So it's not up here, it's not down there. It's that kind of as if you're drawing a line down, both hands. And the spine is nice and tall. And we've got that nice, because I have that tilt in the pelvis to really allow the spine to be straight. And I'm going to start the timer because you will not want to be here for too long. We're just going to be doing very slow, gentle inhale and exhales. The eyes are gently closed, the shoulders are relaxed. And when you inhale, allow your belly to puff out. And hold the breath at the top until you feel really full. And then you're going to slowly exhale in your own time. And then you're going to hold it at the bottom of the exhale. So having the arms as straight as you can, as much as your body will allow. So inhaling fully, holding. When you need to, just letting it go. And then holding down the exhale. And you can gently pull up from the roots, so your sex organs, your anus, just gently the pelvic floor, just gently pulling up, just very subtly to help strengthen from your belly. It's your belly that's going to hold your arms up. Just a little longer here. Just inhaling and exhaling. And then we're going to inhale fully. Hold the inhale, belly's puffed out, shoulders are relaxed, pull up from the root. Feel as if you are pulling that energy up through the spine. And then as you exhale, we're going to bring the hands into a prayer above the head. And if your arms are like mine, that they've done lots of up in the air stuff today, they might be complaining already, and that's okay. And we're just going to continue that breath. So breathing in, puffing the belly out, the spine is tall. We're holding the breath in. And then as we exhale, we hold the breath out. And we're working with the brachial nerves here because as we're holding that breath, we're actually allowing more of a transfer of oxygen into our blood. Often we overbreathe, which means that we don't use all the oxygen we breathe in because we breathe in again. So this encourages that completion. Just a little bit longer, slowly breathing. Just hold it for a few more seconds. And we're going to move straight into the next move, which is going to be moving back into this position we were in before with the arms at the 60 degrees. And then we're just going to we're going to be more of a flow now. So we're going to be coming forwards to a prayer. And then as we exhale, we'll circle round like we're scooping back up. And then come back down to prayer. So we inhale up, puffing out the belly, holding that inhale. And then as we exhale, we come down into that prayer, holding the exhale. Your eyes are gently closed and you just continue in your own breath rhythm. Almost like you're gathering up the energy, pulling it back down to your heart. Feel that fulfillment of the breath, that your body is full, creating this ease through completing the breath. And do 2 more and then bring your hands down to your thighs, palms down, and just rest there. As you bring your hands down, just notice, experience the experience. What am I feeling? And resting your awareness at that third eye space when your eyes are closed. And we're going to be coming, I'm probably going to come off my cushion for this one, I suspect. Yes, let's come off the cushion for this one. So we're going to be a little bit more active in this one. And we're going to be taking our hands into like a gentle fist by the sides of our rib cage and tucking the elbows in. And we're going to be exhaling through our teeth One arm at a time. We're going to be exhaling like this. And then we'll be pulling it back on with the inhale, like we're pulling energy back in. So it's quite firm. And feel like as you bring your elbow back, it kind of slightly taps into the side of the rib cage. So it's stimulating all of the nerve endings in there. Really feeling it in the core of your body as you punch that forward. But it's more of a reaching. It's a pulling back. It's bringing this energy, calling it in. We're going to be here for a couple of minutes. So find a flow with it. Thirty more seconds here. Really reach for the energy. Visualize it coming back into your hands. Just a little bit more. Five more seconds. Before we finish, we're just going to take a few rounds of both hands together. So bringing both hands forward. Exhale all the air out, push the hands forward, hold, and then pull it back, and then release. Hands in Gyan Mudra on your lap. Feel the energy. Feel that how that energy has been pumped up through the Sushumna, all the way up, maybe even feeling that in the third eye space. Focus there. Imagine lifting your spine so you're growing taller, allowing that energy to flow. And we're going to transition straight into cat-cows. So this is just going to allow us to work with this energy that we started to bring up into the brachial area, up, stimulating all this diaphragm area. And then we're just going to use this cat-cow motion of that dipping of the belly down as we exhale, and then exhaling the air out, pushing the spine up towards the ceiling, really pushing the floor away. Your shoulders are stacked underneath, your wrists are stacked underneath your shoulders, your knees are stacked underneath your hips. And just finding that inhaling and exhaling. And we'll start with this just in this traditional, just keeping the body in this straight up and down. And in a little while, we'll transition to exploring what your body needs and wants. And seeing if you can initiate the movement from the tailbone. So as you are coming into that cat, as your tummy pulls up, the tailbone is leading the way, and then the tailbone is leading the way to come back into that cow. Linking the breath with the movement. And you can use that same mantra, Sat Nam, inhaling with the Sat, exhaling with the Nam, and keeping your drishti, your focus, at the third eye. As that's where we want this energy to flow to. The pineal, the pituitary gland, we want to create this flow of energy there, to organize the system, to connect all of these systems together, the glandular systems, the digestive system, all of our body's functions, flushing things, allowing energy to go where it needs to go. And now, keeping the eyes closed, just begin to play with your cat-cows now. Maybe coming back towards your heels when you're in that cat. Maybe leaning out to one side. Just start to move more like an animal would. A little bit less in that linear up and down, and more just exploring where are the places in your spine that want to be opened and stretched. Is it pushing towards the side with your hips so that your rib cage bends and opens? Just allow it to be your exploration of what your body's feeling, where your stuck places are. Maybe taking waves through the spine. Just let it be a little bit more fluid. Almost like instead of trying to push that energy now, we're trying to seduce that energy. We're trying to almost glide it up the body into all of those nooks and crannies. Bringing a bit of softness. Just a few more seconds here, taking any final explorations you need. And just finish with 2 or 3 of those standard in the center, traditional cat-cow, where you're just literally up and down using that tailbone to guide the movement. And then come sitting on your cushion or on the mat, whichever feels comfortable for you. And just eyes are closed, and just like with the other, after each of the other moves, we're just going to spend a moment just feeling, what do I feel? Allowing yourself to feel this experience. Your focus at your third eye, but aware of your whole body. Your breath just long and slow in its own natural rhythm. Now, this next move, I'm going to show you a couple of different adaptations for it, so you can gently open your eyes. Now, we start in a Kundalini Crow pose. Now, Kundalini Crow pose is not accessible for everybody's bodies, so it's kind of like what we think of as a yogi squat, but this is the full move, and I'm showing you, but I'm going to show you some adaptations because this is not how I like to do this. So we're encouraging an internal rotation in the hips, because most of our bodies need that. And again, it's sort of about stirring up this area and releasing it. So this is how we would look in the full rotation. As we exhale, bring this knee forwards, and then we inhale, bring it back. So we're just exhaling and inhaling, exhaling and inhaling. For most people, that's not that great. So you can sit on a cushion, and you can do it with a cushion, which can sometimes make it more accessible to open up here. And it's actually really good it's quite helpful with your digestion as well. So that's one option. The option I like most is to actually lean back a little bit on my hands and then exhaling down, inhaling up. My hips definitely don't like internal rotation. I'm naturally more prone to external rotation. So see what your body likes, and just keep that, just find your really fully exhale and really continuing like we did before, that pausing of the exhale. Yeah, it's like when you do it for too long, it's just kind of, yeah, you're on your knees. So I mean, I probably should do it more, because then I would be. It's just, no, this is only 1.5 minutes, don't worry. Yeah. Yeah, it's really intense. Now, my teacher, Guru Singh, is 80, and he's there doing this, and I'm like, wow, you're obviously an advert for doing this. But to get the benefit, and this is the thing with Kundalini, is that some of the schools of Kundalini are very purist, and it's like you're either doing it or you're not. But actually, my teacher talks, it's like a dimmer switch, right? That you're still getting benefit from moving the energy, but just working with your body's range. But you can feel how it does kind of open up deep inside here, and if we're thinking this is this bundle of nerves that we want to work with. But it's quite awkward.
I'm not sure if I'm doing anything that's beneficial.
So it's if you're trying to sort of keep the other hip sort of in place, so that it's just so you're feeling that rotation in the front of the hip that's going down, and you're with that exhale, and when you exhale, really pull the belly back towards the spine, and that kind of massaging of this whole lower side, because of that constriction on the side with the knee up, and then this one's open, it's sort of forcing the energy into places where it doesn't normally go. So it's quite a nice opener for these parts of the body. But we're only going to be here for another 10 seconds or so don't worry. And it's definitely one that I need to do more of, I think. Yeah, because none of our life really is conducive to us doing, and there's not many yoga moves that do this kind of internal rotation. So we'll call it a day on that one. We've all did very well there. Now this next one, this one is a bit of a spicy one. So I think we'll probably need a bit of a spicier music for that. So what we're going to be doing is now I'm going to have to sort of show you online, you might not see my head, but essentially we're going to be in a kind of archer pose, and the pose is called pranic replenishment, because anything where you moving on a diagonal, your pranic system, your energy system, thinks that your energy is leaking, and so it will bring more prana in, and so then when you come back to the straight, you've got this increased reserve of energy. So we're going to be in this archer pose, which is kind of like a lunge. Now, often in a sort of standard yoga class, we'd be wanting to be able to lift your toes so that you've got the balance of your weight is across your whole foot. With this, we actually want to almost scrunch the toes into the mat, like we're trying to claw the mat, because we're trying to work with some of the nerve endings in the toes. So as we do this pose, we're going to be in this archer pose, and to whatever degree your body will allow. And we're going to have our hands in Venus lock, so just fingers interlaced, left thumb on top. We're going to come down. We're going to lift the arms as much as they'll come off. Could be to there, could be to there. You don't need to go anything beyond that. And then we're going to be doing breath of fire, which is, breath of fire is, your faces are hilarious. Yeah, so breath of fire, it's basically a rapid pumping of the navel to force the exhale. And it's a bit like if you were trying to blow into a tissue, you're pushing from your navel. So it's like, the rest of your body's relaxed, but you're just, so the inhale takes care of itself. It's like, or another analogy I quite like is as if somebody's hit you with a football and your belly goes, oof. So you're just going, you can do it with your mouth open first of all to get the feeling, like you're panting like a dog. But then you want it to come from your navel. So what you don't want is what sometimes can happen is we do it up here in our nose, and we're like angry face, and it kind of makes you kind of angry. It's coming from here. So instead of using the diaphragm to pull down and make the breath draw in, we're pumping up from the pelvic floor, and that's forcing the diaphragm up, which is then forcing the air out, and then the diaphragm just comes back naturally to its inhale. Does that make sense? So let's have a quick practice of the breath of fire. Everyone feel like they've just about got that? Something that you just play with and see how you go. So this lovely pose, we're going to be here for a minute and a half, okay? And I won't forget to set the timer, and I will do it with you, because I was like, a lot of the time in Kundalini, the teacher's not, depending on what school you go to, like what kind of teaching you have, the teacher often doesn't do all of the moves with you. Part of that is about, because we're working with energy, the teacher needs to be the energetic anchor for the room. So if I'm fully in doing every exercise with you, I can't hold the energy of the room. But it's always really nice when there's a pose like this that's a bit more challenging, to feel like somebody's doing it with you, that you're not kind of on your own. So let's do this, and we're going to feel amazing after this one. And the one after it is just a lovely, we're going to go straight into a lovely painting the aura, which is just arms are up. I'm going to show you online, just arms are up on an inhale, and then we just exhale down. So after we've done both sides, we're just going to do this lovely, beautiful painting the aura. So it's going to be great, I promise. So get yourself into your archer pose. So often the archer pose, you'd actually be doing something like this. So you'd have so that's even more of a killer, so we're not doing that. We're just going to go into our Venus lock. Get my stopwatch ready. Right, let's start it now, okay? So into your position, your arms are raised off your back, and then gripping the floor with your toes, and then starting your breath of fire. And it doesn't have to be fast, your breath of fire. The main thing is that it's strong. You're pulling the navel in strongly. So you can go more slowly if you want to. You can go, or you can go fast. So play with what feels good in your body. Feels good is probably not the right word. But we're doing an amazing job of stimulating the body here. 30 more seconds. You've got this. Really feel the weight into your front leg so that you feel that thigh activating, because we're really producing more blood when we put pressure into that thigh. "15 seconds left. Inhale, hold the pose into your perfect posture, squeeze those toes, feel that weight in your front thigh, and then exhale, release. Shake out that leg. We're going to go straight into the other side. And really feel this, the thigh bone produces more red blood cells than any other part of your body. So that pressurizing on that thigh bone is really powerful for helping the blood production of your body. So breath of fire again, let's go. So squeezing the toes into the floor. Really feel the glute working, leaning over that thigh. And you might want to lengthen your stance if that feels good. Sometimes this second side can feel like a long time. Notice where your mind goes. Maybe use that Sat Nam in your mind to focus your mind. Allow you to stay here. Don't run away from the sensation. Your mind will give up before your body does. This is the heat. This is the tapas. This is where we grow. 20 seconds left. Ten seconds. You've got this. Inhale deeply. Perfect the posture. Grip with those toes. Pull that energy up from the root. And then exhale and release. Coming in. So let's just hang over our legs for a moment. Just let the energy flow down into your head. Just sway from side to side. Bending your knees so your thighs can support your body as it drapes over. Feel that energy flowing down into your head, through the energy system, activating all of the chakras as it travels up the Sushumna, that channel, that central channel. Breathing deeply and then exhaling. Feel how your body's feeling. Feel how your energy is. And let's do some lovely painting of the aura. So we're just inhaling, arms up, and then exhaling, just coming down. Really stretch into your body glove. As you come up, just feel like you're pulling up your whole body up until the tips of your fingers. We're drawing the energy all the way up, siphoning up the spine. 5 more. Feel like you're throwing it back behind you. Like you're pulling the energy up and then you're almost sending it around you like you're painting a rainbow around you. The rainbow is actually a circle. I've lost count, so we'll just do 2 more. And then come back down to the floor. There we go. Just close your eyes. Hands in Gyan Mudra. Feel your experience right now. Notice how you feel now versus when we first started moving. Can you imagine there's a thread up your spine coming out the top of your head and it's gently being pulled, allowing you to sit taller, feeling how that opens, that subtle shift opens a little bit more space for that energy to flow, to circulate up and then back down. That we want to rise up, but we also need to experience in our body. We're not trying to escape the body, we're just experiencing ease in the body by feeling our energy going beyond it. Now, you'll be pleased to know that our full movement portion is done, but we're going to be doing, our meditation is going to be a chanting meditation that it's called, I'm going to turn my thing over, you have to put up my handwriting again, it's called the Bliss Mantra, and it means all aspects of the Creator are bliss. So it's Har Hare Hari Waheguru. Now, when we do the Har, it kind of pulls your belly and you feel it's like Har, and the tongue kind of, so like if you think of laughing, it's ha 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 ha, and that kind of is, it really enlivens you. And then with the R, the Har, the tip of your tongue kind of hits the palate of your mouth, and just above that palate of your mouth is that kind of hypothalamus, and it kind of that whole relay system up to the pineal and pituitary. So it's very stimulating. So it's Har Hare Hari Waheguru, but we're going to do it some music, so we can just sing along. And we're going to be doing this. We're going to have our hands like this, elbows in at the side, and we're going to be going, we have our eyes closed, don't worry, and so you can feel as silly as you like. We're going to be going Har Hare Hari Waheguru, like you're pushing something away. And it's actually quite joyful, and we're going to allow it to be joyful. Let me get the song. It takes a minute to get started. And we're gonna do it for about 7 minutes. So close your eyes, get your hands ready, and then when they start going, we'll just start going with it. Hare Hari Waheguru. Har Hare Hari. Feel it pumping from your navel. Guru. Har Hare Hari Waheguru. And the Waheguru comes out through the top of your head. Waheguru. Har Hare Hari 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 Waheguru, Har Hare Hari, 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 Waheguru, Hare Hari, Waheguru, Har 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 Hare Hari, Waheguru. We're going to do 3 more. Har Hare Hari, Waheguru, Har Hare Hari, Waheguru. Last one. Har Hare Hari, Waheguru. Put your hands into prayer. Push your hands together. Feel the energy between your palms. Feel that current. Just notice, however subtle, feel that circuit from your hands through your arms. So raise your arms so they're parallel to the floor, so you can feel that current running through your arms, through your heart and background, creating this circuit through the heart. Breathe deeply. And shake out your arms. Shake, shake, shake. And then just place your hands on your face. Just stroke your face. Just imagine you're bathing yourself in this energy. Just stroking, feeling the energy down into the throat. And now we've earned a lovely rest. So if you'd like to put your heads this end, and I'm going to, while we're having our long rest, I'm just going to come and put my hands, if you're happy for me to put hands on your shoulders, just to do a little bit of energy as we go. And your job now is to just integrate this energy. So we've shaken it all up. Of course you can, yeah. So you're just going to allow yourself to feel really nourished now. And this is what we've done this for, is for this time. So online, or if you're watching the replay, get yourself super comfortable, eye mask, blanket, really get yourself really snuggled up into the Shavasana position. So lying on your back, arms out to your side, legs away from the center of the body. I'm going to turn the lights down. And when the song ends, I'll be just playing a few notes on the bowls. So the music, this song finishing won't be a cue for you to need to come out of this lovely rest. begin to feel your energy returning to your body from wherever you've been. Feel your fingertips with your thumbs. Start to wiggle your toes, stretching the arms and the legs. Maybe taking the arms over the head. And we'll take a little cat stretch, so pulling your right leg in towards your chest, leaving the left leg long, and just gently roll it across your body to the left. Taking your right arm out and up along the floor, so you stretch up and out from that right hand side. And then taking a stretch to the other side, so switching legs. And then rubbing your palms of your hands and the soles of your feet together, generating a little bit of energy and friction, stimulating both hemispheres of the brains, finishing this integration. And you can either roll onto one side, or you can gently roll up and down your spine to come up to a seat. And just keep your eyes closed as you come into a comfortable seat, maybe on a cushion, with your hands in prayer at your heart space. Anjali Mudra. And we finish a Kundalini class with a little song that you won't know. So we sing it twice, and then we sing three, we chant 3 long Satnams like we did in that first exercise. So if you want to close your eyes, and I will sing the song for you, and you can join me the second time if you want to. And you'll have to excuse my voice. May the long time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. May the long time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. And we'll repeat that last bit twice more. Guide your way on. Guide your way on. Inhale for 3 long Satnams. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Bring your thumbs up to your third eye, lifting your gaze and your chin, thanking yourself for giving yourself this time, and then grounding yourself with your third eye on the floor. I have to move all my bits out of the way, so just bringing your forehead to the floor. Namaste. Namaste to you online as well. Thank you, everybody. Now we're all ready for bed, aren't we?
Yes. I could have saved in that Shavasana. Yeah.
Just like, let's get some, just get sleeping bags. Yeah.
I felt like that Shavasana was like 3 or 4 minutes. And it was
So
like,
nice.
what?
No, it was about 15.
I know.
Yeah.
Was it 15?
Yeah.
It did feel very